Okay. Then क्या बोला मैंने? हाँ, touch function होगा ना? नहीं, ये नहीं है touch function. इसमें फर्स्ट टाइम निकॉन में ये इंट्रोड्यूस किया हमने कि वे फाइंडर में देखते ऐसे क्लॉक डेट सेट नहीं है, पहले सेट कर लेना, ठीक है. दूसरा जो है आई
Alright, everybody, with this, let's move forward. Now let me introduce the best wedding photography hold. They capture the wedding moments in their camera to make sure that they don't.
Basic hang and right? Once you do that, just say that can we have a video please? Sort of way. So that we don't start abruptly, right? And people will so just say that we put on your video while starting. Capture from here screen there.
He uses his great expertise in candid, portrait, and welcome sir, welcome to this beautiful evening. One piece later. First time Nikon has been committed towards India as a market with its unwavering commitment in serving the Indian customers. The organization today stands as an unrevealed name in the imaging industry, along with the world-class customer experience at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are headquartered in Gurgaon with 5 branch offices, 140 experience zones, 28 service centers, which also include well as authorized 14 collection centers and a vast network of over 1,500 dealers. A driving force behind Nikon's India's incredible growth in India, whose tireless commitment to propel Nikon India to remarkable heights and has been a catalyst for significant improvements in various domains. From market innovation and creation and sales to marketing, product development and after-sales service. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about one of our very fascinating dynamic leader and a gentleman who's proven his sheer hard work day in, day out and made Nikon India what it is today. Please welcome with a huge round of applause, Mr. Jitendra. Ladies and gentlemen, our Senior Vice President, Imaging Nikon India.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you so much. And very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Start my presentation. First, I would like to run a video which is shot on CF.
What is iconic? A visual symphony. Frozen love unbreakable. The lyrical
आप और करें तो पीछे नहीं दिखा बुला तो कंप्लीट कर
a timeless masterpiece. Crafting a memory. Heartwarming exchange of vows. A piercing gaze. The epic story of the untamed. Every pixel a stroke of genius, a fleeting glimpse of nature's grandeur. Every element meticulously composed. Born from relentless passion and dedication. A moment frozen in time. A compelling story etched in our hearts forever. Across these diverse realms, the aspiration remains constant to elevate the moment, to make it iconic.
This was a shot on video. So first of all, it gives me immense pleasure in welcoming all esteemed guests who have been patient enough to take time out to be here and making this evening special. Why I have started my presentation with video just to showcase we are not only #1 in skill photography, but yes, we are not far in video segments also. So just to start Nikon a legacy of innovation, we have introduced countless groundbreaking technologies and products. It's so many that I cannot talk all, but yes, few I would like to touch. D2H works first DSLR with wireless LAN connectivity. Now it's the time, it's the era of internet, Wi-Fi, and we know that Nikon introduced world's first compact digital camera with built-in Wi-Fi. Nikon was the first brand which has given world's first camera with face quality autofocus, and later on competition followed us. In 2000, not only in the camera but lenses also, we have introduced so many DSLR, and this was I think one of the most popular model in our line segment. It was D90. 2030 we come up with world's first underwater interchangeable lens digital camera, Nikon 1 AW1. 2018 we entered into mirrorless segment and we come up with Z series. The mount we introduced, which is having largest diameter and shortest flange distance. And recently, you know, our most popular fabulous product Z9 came up, that is having world fastest scanning speed of a sensor. Because of its high speed, its possibility to have NRAW and ProRes inbuilt movie recording, in-camera movie recording is possible. And you know that D8 and D9, that segment is doing so well, not only in India but worldwide, globally we are #1 in this high-end full-frame camera segment. Now we have come up with the latest one new innovation, that is world's first focus point VR. Even though when VR is come, then it works in the center of the image. But what if the subject is not in the center? If this feature is there, then you don't need to worry. If subject is not in the center, still that shape will get compensated. More detail how it will work, then it will be described by my colleague Mr. Joji in next of the presentation. What makes VR camera iconic, let's see. Because it is derived from our flagship model D9 and D8. It is having the same sensor X speed, same processor X speed 7, which is 10 times faster than our previous processor. It's having inbuilt 10-bit L-low. It's having 4K 60p up to 125 minutes. You can continuously shoot 14 FPS RAW as well as 30 FPS JPEG. In our full frame lineup, this is the first camera where we have given variable LCD. This can recognize 9 different subjects. It's having wonderful, very good ISO performance. Its AI-driven features, skin softening and portrait impression balance not only works in pictures but also in video as well. Note, when we come up with our mirrorless segment with V series, we were having only 3 lenses in 2018, and now in 2023 we are with 41 lenses, and in coming 2-3 years you will find the similar speed and similar range of lenses will be in your kitty. So I am just touching some of the very recently launched lenses. Like last week we have introduced 135mm. This is a planar lens. What specialty it is having? There is a demo of 135 behind your demo counter, where you can try this product and you can say the bouquet which is coming quite circular from edge to edge. It's not ellipse kind of shape, but it is quite circular. It's a fabulous product, wonderful bouquet you will get. Just try it out. Recently we have introduced 600mm lens. In this segment you will find this lens very compact and very lightweight. And this is the video shot by Ramesh Karmakar. He is the creator from India, but this content we are using globally for this lens. Then one of the most fast moving lens, 180 600mm, because of price and because of quality. Yes, this is going under very high shortage because of very high demand. So you can see the overall lens range and product wise we are doing wonderful. And if I come back to ZF, yes, it is iconic. If you are looking for stunning images as well as stunning video quality, this is the perfect camera for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. That was a very insightful presentation indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the saying goes, creativity is intelligence having fun. And today we are about to witness the example of this thought, absolutely. I would like to invite our esteemed guests one by one to share their first-hand experience with this new Nikon ZF. So ladies and gentlemen, let me first invite on stage one of the most amazing amazing and top wedding photographers in the country. He is on a mission to build the largest photography platform that gives opportunity to the talented photographers. Well, it's my pleasure to introduce you all to none other than our very own Nikon Z Ambassador. So ladies and gentlemen, with a huge and thunderous round of applause, please welcome Mr. Vijay of Vijay Israel. A very warm and hearty welcome, Mr. Vijay.
Also perfect wedding.
It's a myth. Every wedding is beautiful the way it is. It's not about perfection. It's about celebrating the connection between two people. Indian photographs normally capture these connections, real and raw, perfect in their own imperfect ways. Nikon ZF gives me the freedom to perfectly capture these imperfect yet meaningful moments. The improved autofocus allows me to capture fleeting moments with great precision. Internal 10-bit LR captures essence and emotion every moment deserves. This is why I create photographs, to transport people through time and preserve these moments forever.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hi, namaste. Telugulo మాట్లాడాలా ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడాలా ఇంగ్లీష్ ఇస్ ఫైన్ తెలుగునా I'll mix both, okay? I'll try. Firstly, thank you Nikon for giving me this opportunity to be here and express my gratitude about the whole Nikon family and my experience with Nikon. ఈరోజు ఒక 3 stories చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నా. The first story is until 1954 you have thousands of athletes, runners, ఒక 100 మంది రన్నర్స్ ఒకటి సాధించాలని ట్రై చేశారు. అదేంటంటే 4 నిమిషాల్లో 1 మైల్ పరిగెత్తాడు, రైట్? 4 minutesలో 1 mile they competed, and it was impossible for everybody. They had great coaches, they had great environment, they had funding, they tried everything, and they declared that it is not possible for any runners to run a 1 minute mile in 4 minutes. 1 mile ante it will be around I think about 1.5 kilometers. Yeah, 1.6. Until 1954, a person called Roger Bannister, he achieved it without any coach, without a shoe, without any great team to support him. And the moment he achieved it, the next 1 month 3 people achieved it. The same year 100 people achieved it. So far thousands and thousands of people achieved it. So what it is proven is, we all have this mental block. మనం అందరం అనుకుంటాం ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇంపాసిబుల్ టు అచీవ్ ఇట్, ఇది కాదు, ఇది ఇంకా చేయలేమనేసి. అంటిల్ ఒక్కడు వస్తారు, వచ్చి దాన్ని చేసి చూపిస్తారు, దెన్ వరల్డ్ విల్ గో ఆఫ్టర్ దట్. దట్ ఈస్ ద స్టోరీ ఐ వాంట్ టు టెల్ అబౌట్ రాజర్ బానిస్టర్. నౌ ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ అనదర్ స్టోరీ. అంటిల్ 2008 2008 వరకు ఒక డిఎస్ఎల్ఆర్ కెమెరాలో it was assumed that DSLR camera can only do photography, pictures మాత్రమే తీయగలుగుతుంది, వీడియోస్ కోసం we have to use a different video camera, until Nikon launched D90 with a HD video recording. The moment it launched, so many camera companies started following the steps. అప్పటి నుంచి చూడండి మన వెడ్డింగ్ సినిమాటోగ్రఫీ ఎంత డెవలప్ అయింది. Now you cannot imagine doing a good work without DSLR cinematography. Same thing, NASA. Right from Apollo mission nunchi ISS varaku ప్రతి ఒక్క కెమెరా దే అటాచ్డ్ టు స్పేస్ షటిల్ ఈజ్ నికాన్ కెమెరాస్ అండ్ నికాన్ లెన్సెస్. దట్స్ ద కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అ రిజిడిటీ, ఒక క్వాలిటీ ద నికాన్ దట్ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్డ్. అండ్ ఈవెన్ నౌ వెరీ రీసెంట్లీ మనం ఒక అద్భుతమైన రెవల్యూషన్ Z9 తీసుకొచ్చింది. ఏంటంటే మోస్ట్ అమేజింగ్ ఇస్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ షట్టర్. అంటే ఫోటోగ్రఫీ అంటేనే ఒక షట్టర్. ఫోటోగ్రఫీ స్టార్ట్ అయింది ఒక షట్టర్తో, బట్ నౌ దెర్ ఇస్ నో షట్టర్, ఇట్స్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ షట్టర్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ సో మార్వెలస్. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ సో మెనీ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఆర్ ఓపెనింగ్ అప్ ఇన్ Nikon Z9. There are so many more features like that. I can keep on going on. Now, other story I would like to tell is the last final small story. మన హోల్ హ్యూమన్ హిస్టరీలో ఒక 2000 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి 3000 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి ఆర్టిస్ట్ అనే వాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడు రీచ్ అవ్వలేదు. ఆర్టిస్ట్ వేర్ ఆల్వేస్ పూర్. వాళ్ళు ఒక బికాస్ యూ లవ్ డూయింగ్ దట్ యూ బికమ్ అన్ ఆర్టిస్ట్, నాట్ టు మేక్ మనీ, రైట్? సేమ్ థింగ్ with photographers, all of us, we do it because we love doing this. But now we are in an age where there are a makeup artist has become a billionaire by launching a makeup products. Comedians have become billionaires, actors have become billionaires. But why photographers are not billionaires? Right? Okay. But until one person changed that. His name is Elin Shah. Elin Shah from Zoha Group, which is in China. He is the first billionaire in wedding photography. ఒక వెడ్డింగ్ ఫోటోగ్రఫీలో చైనాలో అతి పెద్ద బిలియనియర్ he's become by just being a wedding photographer. I am hoping those days will happen in India. That will happen in India very soon, and I'm very confident today because e meeting ki I saw 2 BMW coupes have come. I've seen millionaires in this room. Right? So I hope I'll become a millionaire. Now I'm confident I can become millionaire by looking at our own teams, our own Hyderabad photographers, who are millionaires now. Ippudu I'll just tell few experience I have with ZF. Andy, ZF, first thing I basically only think from business perspective. The first thing, if you have to do amazing photography gaani cinematography gaani, there is a budget expectations. Manaku minimum 4 lakhs 5 lakhs kavali, manaku Z8 kavali, Z9 kavali ani. One thing I recommend everybody now and with ZF is, with ZF you can shoot N-log inside. You can shoot N-log inside with photography. Same camera you can use for photography. You can use same camera for the cinematography with N-log internal. And that too, the cost is so good. So that is the first good thing we have with ZF. And I really thank Nikon for thinking about mass product. ఒక Z9 లాంటి ఒక అద్భుతమైన కెమెరా ఎంత బాగున్నా కానీ ఫర్ మోర్ ఫోటోగ్రఫర్స్, ఇప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేసిన ఒక ఫోటోగ్రఫర్ మనలాగా ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ ఫోటోగ్రఫర్ లాగా మంచి కంటెంట్ తీయాలంటే ఒక మంచి టూల్ కావాలి. అందుకోసం యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ లోన్స్ ఆర్ సో మచ్ హార్డ్ వర్క్ టు ఎర్న్ దట్ కెమెరా, రైట్? విత్ ZF it is possible that you can do great work with just one good camera. With this note, I thank Nikon again for giving me this opportunity. I'm so happy to talk to fellow Hyderabad photographers. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, come on, ladies and gentlemen, we can be a bit more louder with the ace photographers, right, Mr. Vijay. Everyone, let's pump up some energy. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he loves to play with lights and shadows, which is clearly visible through his content. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now the wait is absolutely over because we are inviting on stage with your thunderous round of applause. Please welcome Mr. Subhash Nair, everyone. And as Mr. Subhash is here with us, I would like to request Mr. Nair to extend the experience of Z with us. Over to you, sir.
which you can use for every purpose. Just Vijay just mentioned, it is one of the best camera which you can use for all purpose. So this is most of this shoot. I badly miss a voiceover in this one. I was not well, so I couldn't give an voiceover, and this brand doesn't believe in faking, so they don't wanted to give someone else voiceover also. So that's why you didn't hear any voiceover background. So this one, the best thing which I liked is the 4K shoot, because of couple of shots. If you see that tiger walking, that I cropped the other one just to show the legs. Because of that, it was possible because the 4K was there, and it was very, the low light performance was also very good when I used it in the forest because of maybe 24 megapixels. So the low light performance, and when it comes to colors, I believe there is nothing can beat Nikon when it comes to colors. So this is just amazing in this one also. There is no doubt about the colors and that coolness which you get, the natural colors which you get from this forest when you go to forest. So all these shots, which was the subject tracking. Another thing which I wanted to mention is subject tracking. Subject tracking is just brilliant, as good as C9. Just seeing the price tag, you may be thinking that this is something different than that, but when it comes to all these basic things like autofocus, just brilliant. If you see the first frames when the tiger comes through the foliage, the thicket, it was not easy for focusing the subject in that thickets actually. The next frame it will come. So that time the subject tracking helps me a lot to shoot. See, this is a crop version of the upcoming frame. So this is possible only because of that 4K. It was giving that without losing any quality. I was able to crop that video. So this one I am talking about. The subject was never moving out. It was when the subject is walking, it was very much possible to track the subject, and it is very much visible in this one. See, this is the shot I cropped, so you can imagine how much I can crop. This legs, that is the same one which I used in the first frame. So you can see how much we can do that. So there are many other features which technical things which they will talk about that. I don't want to give you too much of technical things. So yeah, this is shot completely with CF, and if you are seriously into creating something amazing, I don't call it as a content. I believe in photography, and I believe to call everyone as a photographer or videographer, not a content creators. But in this current era, everybody is into videography and not just photography. So this is for you guys. It is just iconic. There is the apt word they used it. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. This and growth of the budding photographers. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me introduce you all to the duo photographers. Well, who are renowned in the industry for their combined skills in photography and cinematography at the same time. Coming back from the background of the film industry, they skillfully capture the essence of your special day, while crafting a timeless beauty and visual story filled with super emotions and cherished moments. But of course, as we're talking about the most celebrated thing in our nation, India, that's wedding, ladies and gentlemen. Also, with over a decade of experience and a portfolio of 1,000 plus weddings across, they continue to delight their minds with their artistry. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let the big more cheerful as I welcome on stage none other than our very own, the special duo, Mr. Harish and Chandler. Please everybody, a big applause. And I request you to join me, share their experience with the with us. Over to you, sir.
Handle this up. Hello everyone. To start off with, my first camera was Nikon D5100, and to be here on this stage in front of you, being Nikon influencers, it has been a great journey, and thanks Nikon for giving us this amazing opportunity to be a part of this legendary brand. So yeah. I think there are a lot of Telugu fellow beings here, so I'll try talking to you in Telugu and English. So, yeah, talking about this video, Nikon not just one day, 1 week, in fact, but we have been traveling, so we thought we'll do whatever best possible. So, if you see the video, we have shot most of the shots handheld. So we haven't used gimbal for the shots. So if you see, there's a lot of stabilization which had happened, and if you see, all these shots are handled. So because of the inbuilt VR feature, I think we were able to achieve these stabilized shots. And what is the best thing that you like in this camera?
Hello. Thank you, Nikon, for this beautiful opportunity. So he video talking to the video. So we actually shot this video literally one external light, one light only. So we captured literally zero light conditions. But then you can see the kind of occupation. I think in recent times, when we were shooting few weddings, we had to run to capture some footprints. At that time, probably might not have the moment to carry an external light, and this solved these kind of issues. Thank you, Nikon. Thank you for this amazing camera, and it is so lightweight. Put a better pocket. So. And also we used one light for this and both gimbal, and we shot this probably like 2 hours or something. We just planned a random shoot, and we just went to the location, explored the location, and we had few things in our mind and we captured this beautiful. And also the colors are amazing, and Nikon is very much known for the colors. Just like Subhash said, true colors, natural colors. We didn't even touch basic color treatment. Just what it. So thank you, Nikon. Basically, Nikon is our first camera, and right now we are here as influencers. Thank you so much for thank you everybody.
Thank you guys. Thank you for this amazing
Thank you. Alright everyone, so with this, now it's time to introduce you all to a photographer. Expertise in candid, portrait photography and cinematography to make your day super duper special. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, now let's get ready to welcome on stage, but with a huge and a thunderous round applause. Can I hear some cheers for the people? Yes, please. Come on, let's make it more louder. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on stage Mr. Rajiv Trivikram. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rajiv, all the way from Rajiv Wedding Films. Welcome, sir. And with this, now see my audience of audience. Over to you.
ఎలా ఉంది వీడియో? బాగుందా? బాగోపోయినా బాగుందని చెప్పండి. ఓకే, సో ఈ షూట్ ఎలా జరిగిందో నేను చెప్తాను. ఐ షేర్ మై ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. వీ స్టార్టెడ్ అట్ 10 o'clock. మేకప్ అది స్టార్ట్ చేసాం, కానీ మేకప్ లేట్ అయ్యి మేము రీచ్ అయ్యేసరికి ఇట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ 4:30. వికారాబాద్లో షూట్ చేసాం. ఇట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ 4:30. అయిపోయిందిరా షూట్, ఇంకా పోయింది. ఎందుకంటే నేను షూట్ చేసింది నిన్నగాక మొన్నే, ఇంక ఎడిటింగ్ కూడా టైం ఉండదు, అది ఇది అనుకున్నాం. బట్ వెన్ స్టార్టెడ్ గింబల్ మీద పెట్టి షూట్ స్టార్ట్ చేసాం. అండ్ ద కెమెరా ఇస్ సో అమేజింగ్. 1.5 hours we finished video and photos too. Okay, generally కెమెరాలో ఆటో ఫోకస్ ఎప్పుడు ఫెయిల్ అవుతుందో చెప్పగలుగుతారు? మూమెంట్, లో లైట్. జనరల్లీ మెయిన్గా కెమెరా ఎప్పుడు ఆటో ఫోకస్ డిస్టర్బ్ అవుతుంది అంటే బ్యాక్ లైట్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్నప్పుడు, సబ్జెక్ట్ మీద కన్నా బ్యాక్ లైట్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఇబ్బంది పడుతుంది కెమెరా. ఆర్ ఎల్స్ ఫోర్గ్రౌండ్ కానీ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ కానీ టూ మచ్ కాంట్రాస్ట్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఖచ్చితంగా ఫెయిల్ అవుతుంది. ఈ సినారియోలో రెండు ఉన్నాయి. గడ్డి చూస్తున్నారు కదా, టూ మచ్ కాంట్రాస్ట్, వెనకాల సన్సెట్, ఓవర్ ఎక్స్పోజర్. ఓకే, బట్ స్టిల్ ఇఫ్ యూ లుక్ ఎట్ ద వీడియో, 1.5 hours we made it. Okay, auto focus, one of the best I've used. ఈవెన్ మేము గడ్డిలో నుంచి ఇలా ఫ్రంట్కి ఇలా చేస్తున్నా కూడా మనిషిని జనరల్ ఏమవుతుంది, షిఫ్ట్ ఫ్రంట్ అండ్ బ్యాక్ షిఫ్ట్ అవుతుంది, గ్రాస్ మీదకి లేకపోతే ఫేస్ మీదకి. అలా అవ్వలేదు, కంటిన్యూస్గా ఫేస్ని ట్రాక్ చేస్తే వెళ్ళింది. ఈవెన్ దెర్ ఈస్ అ వన్ షాట్ వేర్ యూ కెన్ సీ ఐఎమ్ రన్నింగ్ బిహైండ్ ద మోడల్. సో జనరల్లీ వెనక నుంచి పరిగెడుతుంటే వెనకాల మొహం ఉంటుంది కదా, హెయిర్, అప్పులు ఉన్నాయి, బట్ స్టిల్ ఇట్ స్టిక్ ఆన్ రియల్లీ గుడ్. సెకండ్ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే, ఎంతమంది లాగ్లో షూట్ చేస్తారు ఇక్కడ? కెన్ యూ గైస్ రైజ్ హ్యాండ్స్? వెరీ ఫ్యూ. ఎంతమంది లాగ్ గురించి తెలుసు? ఎత్తండి కొంచెం, కనిపిస్తుంది. ఓకే, రైట్. సో వీడియోలో జనరల్లీ దెర్ ఈస్ 2 things, 8-bit అండ్ 10-bit. 8-bitలో మనకు 16 million కలర్స్ క్యాప్చర్ అవుతుంది, 10-bitలో 1 billion కలర్స్ క్యాప్చర్ అవుతాయి. దట్ ఈస్ 84 million కలర్స్ మోర్. ఓకే, సో మనకి ఈ కెమెరాలో పర్టికులర్లీ అఫోర్డబుల్ కెమెరాలో ఇంటర్నల్గా అనలాగ్ మనం క్యాప్చర్ చేయొచ్చు. దట్ ఈస్ అ వెరీ బిగ్ థింగ్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ వెడ్డింగ్ ఫోటోగ్రాఫర్. 10-bitలో మీరు అనలాగ్లో క్యాప్చర్ చేయొచ్చు. మీరు చూస్తే బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఓవర్ ఎక్స్పోజ్ కనిపిస్తుంది కదా, బట్ ఎక్కడన్నా బ్యాండింగ్ వచ్చిందో చూడండి, ప్రాపర్గా స్మూత్గా డిగ్రేడ్ అవుతూ పర్ఫెక్ట్గా వచ్చింది. కెన్ యూ ఏబుల్ టు సీ? యా. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద పవర్ ఆఫ్ లాగ్. మీరు ఫుల్ హెచ్డీలో 120 ఫ్రేమ్స్ దాకా తీయచ్చు, 4Kలో 60 ఫ్రేమ్స్ దాకా తీయచ్చు. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ వాజ్ షాట్ ఆన్ 4K and the stabilization is really good. If this is a handheld shot, can you see the difference? So one of the amazing cameras sub 2 lakhs price lo manaki Nikon techindi. I thought ZF is a hobby camera or something అనుకున్నా నేను యాక్చువల్లీ రిలీజ్ చేసేటప్పుడు. కానీ రంజిత్ గారు ఫోన్ చేసి మేము పంపిస్తున్నాను వీడియో చేసి పెట్టండి అన్నారు. సరే అని చెప్పి 3-4 days నేను తీయలేదు అది. సార్ ఒకరోజు ఫైన్ డే ఓపెన్ చేసి ఆఫీస్లో టెస్ట్ చేస్తుంటే ఇట్ వాజ్ రియల్లీ అమేజింగ్. తర్వాత కూడా ఒకరోజు షూట్ ప్లాన్ చేసి మేము వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఇంకా దిస్ ఈస్ ద టఫెస్ట్ సినారియో ఆర్ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఎనీ కెమెరా కెన్ హ్యాండిల్. మన వెడ్డింగ్ కన్నా దిస్ ఇస్ వే టఫర్. వెడ్డింగ్లో చాలా మంది శారీస్ మీకు చూస్తూనే ఉంటారు, స్టిక్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటాయి, ఫేసెస్ షిఫ్ట్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. బట్ దిస్ ఈస్ లైక్ స్పాట్ ఆన్. ఓకే, ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్ అండ్ ఆన్సర్స్ Q&A సెషన్. సైలెంట్గా ఉన్నారు, పిన్ డ్రాప్స్. లేదండి, వితౌట్ లైట్, న్యాచురల్ లైట్. ఐ జస్ట్ రియల్లీ వాంట్ టు టెస్ట్ ద టోనాలిటీ ఆఫ్ ద కెమెరా. నేను నిజంగా కెమెరా టెస్ట్ చేద్దామనే తీసాను. దిస్ ఇస్ అ డిఫికల్ట్ సినారియో. మీరు చూస్తే ఎండబడినా కూడా లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ అంత షాడో ఉండాలి, బట్ దెర్ ఈస్ అ నీట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ డీటెయిల్స్ ఆన్ ద రైట్ సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ద చీక్ ఆల్సో. ఎక్కడ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్లో మీకు కనిపిస్తుంటే కరెక్ట్గా సన్ కూడా కనిపిస్తుంది చూడండి. హౌ మెనీ కెమెరాస్ కెన్ క్యాప్చర్ లైక్ దిస్? ఎనీ మోర్ క్వశ్చన్స్? ISO డిపెండ్స్. అది అంటే 800 is a default. N-log లో పెట్టినప్పుడు 800 ISO is a default. I think 800 is fine. 800 లోనే అయిపోయింది మొత్తం. అది డిజిటల్ నాయిస్ యాడ్ చేసింది ఆ ఫిలిం లుక్ కోసం. డిజిటల్ ఏది? డిజిటల్ మీరు ఫిలింలో ఎప్పుడైనా షూట్ చేశారా? చూడలేదా? ఫిలింలో చేసినప్పుడు దేర్ ఆర్ సంథింగ్ కాల్డ్ గ్రెయిన్స్. ఇప్పుడు పిక్సెల్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఫిలింలో గ్రెయిన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఆ గ్రెయిన్స్ బర్న్ అయి ఇమేజ్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద న్యాచురల్ గ్రెయిన్స్. ఐ మీన్ పోస్ట్ ప్రొడక్షన్ లో ఆ డిజిటల్ ఫిలిం లుక్ రాకుండా న్యాచురల్ ఫిలిం లుక్ కోసం గ్రెయిన్స్ యాడ్ చేస్తాం. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద అంతే. జనరల్లీ అయితే ప్రతి మచ్ స్మూత్ ఉంటుంది. మీకు స్మూత్ కావాలి అంటే మీరు యాడ్ చేయవసరం లేదు. ఇది పోస్ట్ ప్రొడక్షన్ లో యాడ్ చేసిన గ్రెయిన్స్ అని, నాయిస్ కాదు. ఓకే, మెయిన్లీ 50mm అండి, 50 and 35mm. ఓన్లీ 2 lenses. ఒక్క కపుల్ ఆఫ్ షార్ట్స్ మాత్రం 85 లో తీసాం. ఏది నెమలిక తీసిన చూసారా, అదొక్కటే 85 లో తీసాం. మిగతావన్నీ 50mm and 35mm. ఏదండి? లేదండి, లైట్ ఏం వాడలేదు. 100% న్యాచురల్. We thought of using reflector, but we didn't. ఎక్కడండి? చెవి దగ్గర అంటారా? అదే చెప్తుంది. మీరు అంత లేపొచ్చు అంత డీటెయిల్స్ మీకు. యూ కెన్ లిఫ్ట్ ద డీటెయిల్స్ అప్. డెఫినెట్లీ చేస్తాం కదా. షాడో లైట్ గా రెడ్యూస్ చేస్తాం. అండ్ మీరు స్కిన్ టోన్ అంటే మోడల్ ఇస్ ఫారినర్ మోడల్, సో స్కిన్ టోన్ కూడా మనకు అంత బయటకు ఉంటుంది. సో మన టోన్ అంటే ఇంకొంచెం డౌన్ అవుతుంది. బట్ బికాస్ షీ ఈస్ వెరీ ఫెయిర్, మీకు కొంచెం షాడో లెవెల్స్ కూడా తక్కువే ఉంటాయి. డెఫినెట్లీ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ కంపల్సరీ చేయాలి. అందుకే కదా, దట్ ఈస్ ద పాయింట్. N-log యూ కెన్ అడ్జస్ట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్. మీకు ఆ ఆప్షన్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. నార్మల్గా రికార్డ్ చేస్తే అంత ఆ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ ఎడిటింగ్ చేయలేరు. ఒక పాయింట్ తర్వాత ద వీడియో బ్రేక్స్. రైట్ రైట్ అండి, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Thank you. Well, everyone. Now we are going to be moving to the most awaited moment because it's a very picky and choosy presentation. I'm sure everyone is now wanting to have a sneak peek into the features of Nikon. Please welcome Mr. Jyoti from Nikon, India's technical support system. Welcome, sir. Well, everybody, we are going to be deep diving into the innovation.
Now, in my presentation, maximum 10 to 12 minutes, we will be explaining about the specification of product and key features. So my request to all of you, please listen carefully so that there are a lot of new technology we have included in this camera. You people can use it and it will help your workflow. It can help lot of time. First thing I want to say, what is the definition of this camera? If somebody asks me, what about Z5? I will say the technology copied from mainly Z9 and Z8, which is our flagship models. And it is a affordable price, full frame, mirrorless camera. This is my definition to ZF. So like I already explained, this machine, this camera, we have used the Xpeed 7 processor, which is same what we have used in Z8 and Z9. Processor is one of the most important part in the camera other than sensor. So what is Xpeed? Xpeed stands for excellent and speed. To create excellent image with quicker. That is the meaning of Xpeed name. That Xpeed 7 is 10 times faster than the previous generation. And it has lot of AI features, and like I mentioned, it's a baby of, like you can say, Z9 and Z8. So we have lot of legacy and innovations which Chuksan already mentioned. So this also have one of the world's first technology. It is called focus point VR. Normally the VR, traditional VR or any other camera currently available, stabilization happens in the center of the frame. But in this model, where you are focusing, there the maximum stabilization happens. So mean to say, like photographic rule is like you have to place the subject on the 1/3 of the frame. So even if you place it on the 1/3 and you touch the screen to a photo focus point, your VR will be stabilized more on the focus point which you have selected. So you don't have to worry about placing your especially when you are taking a portrait picture and all. Now, like it has a lot of video capabilities. It has 8-bit as well as 10-bit, and the most important thing, it has inbuilt capability. And I could see that sir was asking like how many people are using analog. Very few people I saw raising their hands. But there is lot of color information which you can take out when you shoot in analog. And it has become very easy nowadays. Inbuilt camera, you don't have to attach any Atmos Ninja or anything. Just insert a card and shoot on 10-bit analog. This video is shot by myself only in 10-bit analog with 4K 60 frames. So there are many features like in video to help the photographer to understand, like recording start, then red frame is coming. And one thing like important thing, like we have magnified rec monitoring. What it means? While recording the video, if you want to see whether my video is sharp, then you just press on the magnifying button, plus button while recording. That is the most important thing, not while preview. While recording, you can have a look and you can make out that this image is sharp enough. And focus peaking or zebra line to understand the highlight areas. There are many things like you can use for the video shooting, assisting the video functions. And I believe that audio also getting more importance in video, even in wildlife. People want to capture the natural voice while shooting the wildlife videos. So previous one was 16-bit capability. Now this has jumped to 24-bit capability. You can connect any professional mic onto this camera. So when you talk about stills, yes, it has 24 megapixel sensor. And what is the new change it has happened? we have shifted from the JPEG to HEIF format, which is maybe almost similar size or even less size. But if you, sorry. So what is HEIF format? It is the advanced format in still. JPEG is already saturated. JPEG is 8-bit format. Now we have come up, world has come up with a new format, high efficiency image format, which is 10-bit. And the beauty of this format is file size is not, we have mentioned here it as same, but in practical scenario, less than the JPEG file size. So if you shoot it in HEIF, you get more color info, more color details with a lesser file size. And if you talk about RAW, similar to our Z9 or Z8, high efficiency RAW, 1/3 size of the actual RAW format, which means like file size will be 1/3 from original RAW format which we had in the past models, but this one is having high efficiency RAW, which is just 1/3 of the RAW. So this overall versatility of this full frame sensor, of course color, rich tone color and wider views and more light capture. These are the few things we can say with related to the full frame sensor. These 2 points I want to explain in details because this can save your time, a lot of time. So before how it works, I will explain to say this is made to reduce the post-production time, not only for still as well as video. So this, especially this feature, portrait impression balance, made is for India market first, because we gave the feedback, we want some feature like this. What is it? When you are shooting the picture, somebody like magentish color, somebody like green color, somebody like slightly brighter color. So you can fine tune the color for your face. Artificial intelligence in the camera recognize the face, and in that face shape only it will apply this color. So if you want some different color, brighter color, from hue adjustment you can do here, and you can set it in 3 modes also. Then you sometimes you like more magenta, some greenish, some green, brighter magenta, then you can set it to preset also. So this feature is there, but many people are not aware. That's why I am requesting at least try for a video in still also, then you can realize how good and how effective it is. Skin softening, again, it is almost impossible to adjust each and every frame when you are doing video editing. You have to do masking, then apply softening there. But this feature also similar to portrait impression balance. AI understand the skin portion of the face and this applies softness there only. Not on the ornaments, not on the hair, no place. Only it will be applicable only on the face or skin. So when you talk about still frame per second, mechanical shutter, it can shoot 14 frame per second in RAW, and you can shoot up to 30 frame per second in JPEG. As a wildlife photographer, Subarshan also agree that 14 frame per second is decent enough to capture any moving subject, and that also RAW. That is the beauty of this camera. And when you compare to competitor model in this range, this is the highest frame per second. So it has different detections, like 3D tracking is there, auto area is there, customized auto area is there. But the beauty is like it has 9 different subject detections built in with the AI. So you put it on auto, you want shootings on animals, you put it on animals, it can detect birds, cat, tiger, or any kind of such subjects. And if you are shooting car or bike or train, aeroplane, all this can artificial intelligence can understand the subject and it will catch on that particular subject only. So when somebody was talking about the low light performance. When we talk about low light performance, I believe there are 2 things. One is like ISO performance in low light, and other one is like a detection range in low light. Now it is mentioned here detection range down to -10 EV. What it means? 0 EV means theoretically dark, no exposure value, no brightness value. That is called 0 EV. So minus EV means it's pitch dark. So even if there is like any camera you buy, you want to check the autofocus detection range, the more you go to minus, the better the performance on autofocus. And I can assure that this model camera ZF work as good as Z9 and Z8 in low light. And ISO range, it is 100 to 64,000, also improved from the previous model. This I already explained about the JPEG to HIF. It has a lot of 1 billion more colors compared to JPEG and the same file size or even small file size. So another beautiful feature in wildlife, it's called pre-capture. When you saw some subject, it's going to catch the fish. You need to press the shutter button, half press and full press. This will take some time. It is called reflection of your mind and body. Like your mind is saying click. Then you press, then you start releasing. But this camera is so intelligent, you can use pre-release. It click up to 1 second in 30 frames per second. This is taken with 0.3 second. So 0.3 second is 10 frames. So before you click, it has already captured 10 frames. So you are not going to lose any moments while you are capturing the wildlife. It's like bird is taking off from a perch, that you have to be look, then bird normally do like this, then you start clicking. So you will never lose the action moments. So when we come about the durability of the product, Nikon is very well known about the body quality or low temperature working environment or weather sealing or such kind of things. Even this one is having a protective fluorine coating sensor, which means its fluorine coating is like dust resistant. It will not catch too much dust, automatically fell down. So this is one of the coating which we have given on the sensor. So this one also I like to explain. We have already set all the cameras with touch function screen. When you are shooting video or still through EVF, through electronic finder, by touching the rear display, you can change the autofocus point. The first time in Nikon camera we introduced this feature. So please try on the camera while you are shooting the model. You just put your finger on the rear LCD and change the autofocus point. It's also helping the people to easily change the autofocus point while you are shooting through electronic viewfinder. Something like a joystick works. So it has a dedicated monochrome, especially when you are shooting, you find some emotional scenes in the family, something is happening, so immediately you switch to black and white lever and you can shoot the black and white quickly. Then this is called pixel mapping. It's called like 24 megapixel camera. You can make an image with 96 megapixel. How it happens? It takes different pictures and join together in NX Studio. So you get a bigger file size with too much details. But one thing, the image, the subject need to be stationary. If it is moving, you cannot take this. So I don't know, maybe wedding how much it will be helpful, but it's a good feature we have introduced. And in monochrome also there are two models. One is flat monochrome and another one is deep tone monochrome. So this is also good while taking monochrome features. Now when we are talking about Plena, already sir has explained that this camera is Plena. This is the second lens with a name. Plena means actually Latin word, it's called beautiful, such kind of meaning it is there for Plena. So after not lens, this is the second lens with a proper name, it's called Plena. And the beauty of this frame, it is not cropped as it is. So edge to edge, it is circular in shape. How it is achieved? Because there are 11 aperture blades. To control the aperture, there are 11 blades. Normally, in any lens, it is 7 to 9. In our lens also. So this is how we achieve this kind of round bokeh effect. So when we send this picture to some of the professionals, she said that this is not original, this is done in Photoshop. But please try there, you can also create bokeh like this. With that, thank you so much and listening to the PPT. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so with this, On behalf of Nikon India, I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I hope it was an enjoyable experience for each one of you as it was for us indeed. And now it's time for you to get the first-hand feel of the Nikon ZF. Immerse from the ordinary to the creating of iconic moments. Also, it's time to indulge into some good, delicious refreshments. So make sure we also invite you all to join us for a hot tea and enjoy the rest of the day. On that note, this is Neha. Have a great day and enjoy yourselves. Keep following your heart.
సో ఈరోజు నికాన్ ZF కెమెరాని రిలీజ్ చేసింది. XSpeed 7 ప్రాసెసర్తో Z8లో Z9లో ఉన్న సేమ్ ప్రాసెసర్. ఆటో ఫోకస్ ఇస్ రియల్లీ అమేజింగ్. జస్ట్ హ్యావ్ ఎ లుక్.
The new ZF series is just an amazing camera, which is obviously one of the best in recent times they produced. And the 4K video shoot and the low light performance, the subject tracking, everything is just brilliant as at par as with the Z9, Z8 category. Even though it is a pocket friendly, like it's not as costly as the other series, but this will give you the same almost same level quality of the photos and videos for you. So really it is an iconic camera. Make it iconic.
Equivalent to our flagship model, like Z9 or Z8. Technology also many things are copied from our flagship model.
Nikhil Giri. I'm a wildlife photographer. Been using Nikon since the past 15 years. The reliability of Nikon and the colors of Nikon are amazing. The technology wise, it's always been a leader. And whatever Nikon's been doing these days with innovation, that's amazing, with reliability and the autofocus. It's on par with almost every other thing that's going around. Never try to switch out of Nikon because the ecosystem is so good and so compatible with what we do for action shots. It's really nice. I think Nikon, what it's done with ZF is also an amazing thing. Getting this camera at this price range with a processor that's there in almost its flagship models, it's really an awestruck feeling for me. The durability factor when you hold this camera in hand it's really nice. So I give a thumbs up for Nikon for this product.
Nikon then almost like 5-7 years నుంచి వాడుతున్నా. It is almost very handy, easable compared to other brands అంటే competitors. And ఇప్పుడు కొత్తగా వచ్చిన Nikon ZF is really amazing with autofocus. And ముందు ఇంకా తెచ్చే Nikon ఏదైతే ముందు తెస్తుందో I feel it is the similar base of ease అనే దాని మీద Nikon వర్క్ చేస్తుంది అనే ఫీలింగ్లో ఉన్నా నేను.
So Nikon Z5, the latest mirrorless full frame camera, is technology, many things taken from Z9 and Z8, and we have put it features in ZF. So it's a hybrid camera in an affordable price, which we have introduced. And if you talk about video quality, it has 10-bit in-camera analog shooting capability, and that also you can shoot up to 4K 60p. So it is no need of any additional equipments like Ninja or Atomos Ninja type of additional devices to shoot analog. So this is the beauty in video. When you talk about stills, it has 14 frames per second, and it has HEIF new image format, which is again 10-bit and equivalent to JPEG file size. Thank you.
सर ये है निकॉन का न्यू मॉडल ZF। ये आज ही के दिन लॉन्च हुआ है और ये कैमरा आपको 4K 60 फ्रेम्स और फुल HD 120 फ्रेम्स के संगत अवेलेबल मिलेगा। और ये कैमरा वेरी एंगल रहेगा, आपको 120 फ्रेम्स के संगत अवेलेबल रहेगा और इसमें 10 बिट और 8 बिट एनालॉग रहेगा। और स्पेशल ऑफ़र्स के संगत आपको दिवाली और दशहरे का ऑफ़र, ये दोनों ऑफ़र्स के आपको टोक्यो जापान सेंटर कोटी में अवेलेबल मिलेगा। आप आइए टोक्यो जापान पे विज़िट करिए और कैमरेस के साथ साथ ऑफ़र्स भी पाए। ये आपको लेटेस्ट ZF न्यू मॉडल के साथ 2470, 24-120, 24-85 ये पूरे किट लेंस अवेलेबल मिलेंगे। आप पूरे किट लेंस अवेलेबल मिलेंगे आपको। जल्द से जल्द आए, दिवाली में धूम मचाए, पटाखे ख़रीदे और ये कैमरे से शूट करें। ZF निकॉन।